full of spices, it's getting a mess. That's quite a bunch. Place them like here. That was not a good idea, after all. Looks like it's too old and not usable anymore. I think this looks much better than it was before. Hello! A couple of days ago I saw advertisement for a nice jar, jar, like placement for keeping the spices at the shop. And I thought, oh, I have a discount for this one, and that's a good thing, because when I look at my cupboard full of spices, it's getting a mess. You can take the front ones, but there are some behind and some bigger ones, some smaller ones. If I want to take something out from the back, I have to take it. It's really getting a mess. So I went to the shop and started to look for that nice jar. Not jar, it's a set of jars where you can put your spices. And I started to look for them. But unfortunately, all were gone. All were sold out. And then I thought, damn, when I want to buy something, usually they don't have that thing. But then I thought, I got back home, I looked at this mess, and I thought, but maybe I can do something by myself to fix this mess. Because these packages, they are small, but they have the names on them, so that's good. If I buy a set of jars, glass jars, they won't have names on them, so I would have to do something. Of course, that's not a big problem, I can cut them from the package, but still. So I thought, why not to try to do something to fix this mess? So this video is going to be different, not some cooking recipe, but let's try to fix this mess. So first thing, what I'll have to do is to take everything out. Nori. I should use them for some dishes more often. So as you can see, that's quite a bunch. Now let's clean that one. So I will not make a rocket science in here. I just thought of one simple idea. We have these spices, the ones that we use most often, and if we place them like this, like we were before, you can't reach anything in the back. So if you place them like this, well, if you place something more in front, you won't see them as well. But what if we place them like here, a little bit above the surface, so I could reach them by hand, and I still would be able to place anything else in here. So I don't have many tools, many things, but I came with one idea, I can use the cardboard to make this one doable. So let's try to do it. Well, I was thinking, what can I use from the tools, from the things I have at home, and I found this kind of piece of cardboard, which can extend like this. And I thought, maybe I can use it. I can try to make something like this to make it more stiff, and then I think I can place my spices on top. Something like this or like this. Looks quite good. Yeah, so if you take 3, it's not convenient. So we're gonna use 2 of these. We'll have additional cupboard inside the cupboard. This is a paper, but it should be strong enough to keep my spices not falling down. Yeah, I will leave that bottom part and I will cut in here. Okay, that was not a good idea after all. So I will leave that one as it is, because now we have a gap in here and that's not a good thing. Great, now if you place it like this in here, so the next thing that we'll have to do is to make it stronger. So there are two ways. I can stick it with the sticker on that side and then might be quite stiff, I think. Or I can glue the side with the cardboard and it will get stronger as well. Okay, some additional tools that I will need to use. Let's mark the dimensions. And now we'll have to fix this at the edge to glue it. Looks like it's too old and not usable anymore. Fortunately, I have some... Oh, it was open before. So I'm not sure if this one is not dried out as well. Oh, okay, great. Some is left. We don't need much for this purpose. Now this should be a fast drying glue, so it should not take a long time until it's glued. I hope so. Now the other side. Great! Now it's not a masterpiece, but I think it will be usable. This will do the job. Now, as you might have noticed, these are a little bit bended, and if I put something on top, it might bend even more. So I am going to increase the strength of these as well. And we will glue it. Now it's also not a bad idea to strengthen the bottom ones. Now, as we have finished our gluing, let's see how it looks in here. It looks not so stable. We should fix that. But everything else looks quite nice. So if I put some spice, just perfect. Now I have another one, the smaller one, which I think should fit in there just perfectly. Yeah, so we have to cut it here. Bam! Bam again! Now let's see how it fits in here. As I can see, these are the issue. So I'll try not to cut them this time, as the last time that was not a very good thing. And also it will be like a springle, because it will push this part towards that part from the side. I hope so. Perfect. Okay, maybe not perfect. The top part, this one a little bit smaller, because it's pushing a little bit too much. So it looks really stable. It's not moving to any side of this. It would be good to glue it, but from the weight of the spices it's not an issue, as I can see. So I can leave it as it is. And now let's try to place everything back. I'll try to use the same order. Now let's improve the order. And nori leaves will go below to the cupboard. So I think this looks much better than it was before. We have the bigger packages, we have the smaller packages. You can easily take anything from there. Yeah, well, these are big packages, but there is nothing what I can do about them. These are just the bigger ones. But the smaller ones will not be an issue anymore. So I hope this was useful, maybe not so useful but entertaining, about how you can clean up and change and clean the mess in your cupboard without any additional costs. Just a little bit of imagination. You can, for example, replace that part with some kind of cardboard or anything else what you have at home, like piece of wood or I don't know, plank, anything. You can just think of the things you have at home and try to use those things for doing something like this. So thank you for watching. Please subscribe my channel for recipes and other health things if you are in that, and see you next time. Cheers!